Here's a name that has been, I mean, you talk about a franchise actor. Henry Cavill, most recently known as Superman in the DCEU of the films, and also in that what is it, The Witcher, The Watcher, the something
Witcher.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's in that, and has been fairly consistently brought up as a potential Bond to pick up the mantle after Daniel Craig has exited the role. Now we've got some Henry Cavill Star Wars rumors.
Yeah, it's crazy. This one, I mean, the rumors with so many different projects in the Lucasfilm Star Wars pipeline right now. This is really the year of casting rumors, for sure. And this one, a lot of people heard Henry Cavill rumored to be in talks for a role in the Star Wars universe. They immediately jumped to the conclusion that it's the James Mangold film. But the rumors suggest that Cavill met with Lucasfilm about a role in the Simon Kinberg trilogy that's currently being developed. And it's a fish as far as we know. I believe, Simon himself has confirmed that he is indeed working in Star Wars. And I don't think he's just merely pitching something. I think he has a fully fleshed out treatment, and he's ready to bash away at a full-on screenplay, which is probably what he's doing right now as we speak.
And Kinberg, so we're talking about a trilogy when it comes to Kinberg.
Yeah, specifically a trilogy.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And which is interesting because it's sort of hard. I know Lucasfilm has been working away from the whole idea of trilogies because they feel like it boxes them in, but it's very essential to Star Wars that the stories get told in 3 parts, I think.
George set the model. Really do. He did it twice.
Yeah. That's the foundation. And so I believe Simon Kinberg's a guy who understands that, and he's approaching it as a trilogy and probably is not interested in working on something that has the potential to be a one and done.
And by the way, for you kids out there that are saying, trilogy, why does Star Wars make? Mac was just going through that George was steeped in classical, mythological storytelling, and so much of classical drama was based on the 3-act model. It's right. 3 acts. And so it's not just, we want to make 3 movies. It's because there's an ebb and flow when you're telling a story across 3 parts, whether it be a 3-act play or what have you. So it's not accidental. So you're right. It's part of the way the stories are told and revealed.
Very true. And you need to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. That's what makes a story a story. So yes, the 3-act approach has worked well for Star Wars and kind of became an industry model for any film that had the potential of creating a sequel. You would also be thinking about a part 3. Look at Back to the Future. Look at Indiana Jones.
Lord of the Rings.
The trilogy, Lord of the Rings. The trilogy became sort of the accepted ideal for franchise storytelling way back when. And so Henry Cavill is meeting with Lucasfilm, this is according to rumors, about a role in Simon Kinberg's new trilogy. He has expressed interest in joining Star Wars in the past and has mentioned via interviews that maybe he would like to play the villain.
Oh.
So, I mean, it's hard for, Superman to suddenly be the villain, but,
Yeah. Right.
Superman is about as good as it gets. So a good actor like Henry Cavill would want the challenge of doing the polar opposite of being the good guy.
Well, he's a big dude. He's an imposing figure. I could kind of see it. I could kind of see in him being a baddie.
Sure. Why not? Anybody could be,
Yeah.
It's sometimes hard to get beyond the stereotype that gets attached to a lot of actors. You know, Mark
Especially
Hamill
that
had
Superman role. That Superman
Yes.
role is there's a sort of a history of that kind of hampering actors' futures, whether it be George Reeves, to Christopher Reeve, even Dean Cain on the television, and then there was the Smallville guy, Tom something, and
yes.
haven't really seen him, since. It does become, it is a hard role to shake, isn't it? I mean, hats off to any actor that wants to take that on. There used to be legend of a curse of actors that played Superman, because George Reeves met kind of a very suspicious end, died at the end of a bullet, and then Christopher Reeve had that terrible accident. And I remember in the 90s when Dean Cain was on the old Lois and Clark show, that he was in interviews determined he was going to beat that curse. I don't know if his career.
No, I don't think he did.
I don't know.
I haven't heard much from Dean Cain since then. But,
Yeah.
Swank, it's interesting you bring up Smallville.
Uh-huh.
And that Tom guy who played Clark Kent.
Right.
His name is Tom Welling.
That's it. Tom Welling. Nice looking dude.
Nice looking guy. He's now 47 and really doesn't look anything like he did on Smallville.
Okay.
And just this past weekend, he was arrested in an Arby's parking lot in Eureka, California, just after midnight, where police picked him up for driving under the influence.
Oh boy. Well, he got the munchies, and that happens sometimes when you've had a few adult beverages and maybe other things. But look, this just goes to show you that nothing good happens in an Arby's parking lot after midnight. So if you find yourself, get out of there.
We all knew that. Yeah. Get your roast beef double in the horsey sauce and get the hell out of there, because it ain't worth sticking around.
The Superman curse strikes again. Oh,
well, poor guy. So hopefully he'll emerge out of that one relatively unscathed. But yeah. So I mean, how do you? Yeah. He must have. The cops must have pulled him over, and I don't think he was hanging in the Arby's parking lot. As I try to decipher this story I just told you. He must have been like swerving on the road, and the cops hit the lights, and he pulled into an Arby's parking lot, and that's where he got delivered.
So hence the news. Pulled over in an Arby's parking lot. I'm picturing him, with the curly fries and the whole.
Yeah, right. Yeah. He's got the bag. Yeah. For sure.
Well, is there a problem, officer?
So that's your Superman news update. And by the way, going back to what I said at the beginning of the show about the toxic fans and how I think it's unfair Star Wars fans are getting labeled with that rap. Well, I just want to say that Superman fans this past week have been incredibly toxic about some footage that was released over the weekend via commercial spots on the NFL playoffs. And
did they put out some new stuff for the new Superman?
Yeah,
movie?
just quick glimpses, and one of them is him flying.
Okay,
and it's a very odd shot, according to Barry Harmon from the Babu Freaks.
Yeah,
it was something James Gunn shot with a fisheye lens.
Okay.
So it looks kind of funny, but it's a head-on shot of Superman flying.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe because of those fisheye lenses that James Gunn is fond of using, it appeared that Superman had Marty Feldman eyes. Does anybody remember Marty Feldman from Young Frankenstein? He was Igor.
Oh yeah.
And he had very famously lazy eyes. And people are saying that Superman has Marty Feldman eyes. Yeah, that's what they're saying.
Oh, man.
I personally have really enjoyed a lot of the footage I've seen of this upcoming Superman film, especially the inclusion of Krypto, the super dog.
Wow.
And, but this one shot It's like, oh, you think Star Wars fans are bad? Superman fans are like, hold my beer.
All right, I'm pulling this up here. Okay.
Oh, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I got it right here. Let's see. This is James Gunn says new shot of Superman's face is zero CG. Fans say, oh yeah, we can tell.
Yeah, we wish it was. Fans everywhere are saying.
I think this might. I think this might be. This might be a fan recreation, but
that's Marty Feldman's face superimposed on a screen grab of Superman flying. That's not fair.
Oh, that's
but
not
that
it.
is kind of. Look for the original picture, though. You'll see it's not too far off.
I'm looking for the original picture. You know these. You know what really annoys me? I'm just gonna go off here. I hate when you click on a story on a website and the video has nothing to do with the story. Have you seen this phenomenon?
Oh,
I hate it.
I certainly have.
Oh, it drives me crazy. I haven't seen I can find all of the fan recreations of this, but maybe this is. Oh, wait a minute. I think I might have it. Where are you? Here we go. Okay. Yeah, this isn't great. I'm not. I don't love this.
Now put the Marty Feldman picture up and let's do it like a side-by-side comparison.
Well, I can't side-by-side it, but I can definitely give you the.
So from that back to the Marty Feldman. I mean, it's in the same neighborhood for sure. By the way, the Marty Feldman estate has yet to comment on this. I don't expect they will. Igor.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh.
Okay. Wow.